Good morning, sunshines. How are we today? It is Sunday morning. It's a gloomy, rainy day out, but the plants need the rain. And it's going to be a beautiful day. Probably not going to stay on too long this morning, you guys. I'm going to do some cleaning today. And I might do some painting today. Would be really kind of cool is if Fluffer or Tilty has time later today, maybe they would do a paint with me. I'd do a paint and ponder. That would be really cool. A very, very nice person, very sweet person sent me some watercolors. I'm kind of curious as to how it would turn out. Is Brian on this morning? I didn't look. Let me see. Brian. Let's see. I had that everyday spy guy up because, man, I'm just so envious of his hair. Let's see. Oh, there's our audit girl in her pink chair. It's over with Dodge. Uh-oh. Let's watch. This was the police commission. 325.25. Was it, or was this the fire commission? Good morning, Twyla. My computer's being butt slow today. It is like popping up on its own very merry sweet time. Okay. My computer is being...
Morning, Mr. Southers. Morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome, Mr. Barragon. Hopefully you can bring this horseshoe of people here together and travel for a long ride. We're going to enjoy on this particular event of what's going on in this small state of California. You know, just 8 officer shootings is not enough. What's
the foul mouth guy? I don't like Mr. Herman.
So to be clear, once again, crime is down. It's been down month over month, year after year, ever since COVID. But yet you guys, this guy right here, and you are asking for more of our money. Crime is down, fewer cops. Why do you want more money? We have a massive budget deficit, $1 billion. We are in crisis in this city. And every dollar that's directed to the LAPD budget are dollars that are lost in services. whether it be street services, sanitation. We're cutting funding for elderly food programs. We're cutting funding for children's food programs. You can't justify an increase in our budget. It's got to stop. Now, this guy just disrespected you guys, right? You guys asked, why haven't we released a critical briefing on the incident in Southeast Division? And he had to come up, he sat there pondering for a minute, trying to figure out what day he'll arbitrarily come up with. And of course, he came up with April Fool's Day. That's when he's going to be releasing the information. And he's doing this against, you brought the policy shield. Their own manual says they have to do it within 3 days. And he says, you know what? I don't care. I'm going to do whatever I want to do. Because he doesn't feel accountable to you guys. And he's right. He's accountable to the LAPPL. See, I have commanders that reach out to me here. And they say they can't get any complaints sustained. Because they'll try to sustain a complaint for unauthorized use of force. It goes to him. The LAPPL ends up in his office. They say they're daily almost showing up.
Wonder who that really tall guy is right here. I wonder if he's just plain clothes. I wonder who he is. We'll have to ask. Hey, good morning, Miriam. How are you today? I want to know who that guy is standing by the police officer. Inquiring minds want to know. And no, I'm not body shaming streets. I just said he doesn't have no butt in those pants. Unlike those of us that have a badonkadonk, in any type of pants. Of course, I haven't seen my badonkadonk in 29 years, so, there's that. I can't believe this will be the 20th, or the 13th will be 2026, 30 years. No, it's 25. So 29 years. How's the family, Miriam? Enjoying my coffee this morning. Oh, that's right. Yes, spring ahead. Yep, you guys told me that yesterday too, and I forgot. You guys ought to be just up and running around. Yes, I remember. Good morning, Joe Bananas. Afternoon. It's really afternoon for you guys. Hi, Irish Mart. All sorts of the over the pond crew. Yay. So now you are another hour ahead. Jojo. It is 8:41 here. Yep. What time is it there now? I always can't remember whether it's 4, 5, or 6 hours. Excuse me. 1:42. So 5 hours. 9, 10, 11, 12, 1. Yep, 5 hours ahead. Wow. Yeah, does anybody know how to get a hold of Fluffer or Tilty Bird? I know Haggis normally gets a hold of her. Good morning, Kathy. Kathy, you're up awfully early. I am glad. All of you email her? Okay, that's the best way. I'll go to her page and get her email then. Oh, you're at 3:44 p.m. now. So you're 7 hours ahead. Yeah. Yikes stripes. Okay, very cool, Miriam. You know what, I would love to do a paint and ponder with them. It is not urgent. It is not urgent at all. Not at all. Finland is an hour ahead of Denmark. Wow. Well, we kind of figured that's what Denny meant. I figured that was just your new cutesy name for Denmark. I would be honored for her. I'm just almost even too shy to ask that she would to have me on. Are you kidding me? I would be so honored. That's like a student asking a teacher, you know? Like a little kid. Oh, thank you, Irish. I I would, as I said, like be a little kid going up to a teacher going, please, please pick me. I'd love to. Good morning, Rona. Afternoon. Hey, Style. Good morning to you. You guys, Peter was so sweet. He sent me some watercolors to go with my pencils and some brushes. I can't wait to use them. I'm kind of excited. Like a little girl in a candy store. Good morning, Rika. Good morning, Dusty. Dusty, that was a great live last night. Oh my gosh. Absolutely loved you being there with all those golden era people, all those oldies. Sorry you got rained on, but you said it was like hardly anybody there. Good morning, Power Lies. But I thought there was a lot of people there. It looked like it was pretty packed. I love how you're just so, this is a family abusing cult, child abusing cult, child trafficking, and you're just so nonchalant with everybody. Did you finally get your pie last night? It was. Well, I think it was just last night was just Dusty in at the music venue. Do they have like a little arena there, an outside arena, Dusty? It was the Little River Band. Yep, Justice for Erica. They'd better drop it. I know, I think several of us have said we're going to do a letter writing campaign. Justice for Erica, that's for sure. Justice for anybody that gets unjustly arrested. The venue holds about 8,000. Last night was about 4,000. Oh, it's an outside amphitheater. Very cool. Yeah, he was down there by himself. I don't think anybody else showed up. Only because usually they have it on Sunday night, don't they? Yeah, they'd better not try and make her an example. That would be pissy. 'Cause that would be Scientology. I mean, that just would be. Sure, I will. I will have to put one together, Rika. Good morning, Peter. We were just talking about you. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking too, Rika, because that's what it feels like. They're trying to do fluff charges in every big city with an org. Look, they did Miriam. They've done, well, Scotty kind of got himself into his pickle, but they did Danny and Scotty, and then they did Selfless and Pearl down in Austin. I'm surprised they haven't done somebody up in. I'm not the best at writing either, Rika, but I know who is. Audit is incredible at writing. I'm gonna make her do a live with me. She'll like it, and she'll do it, and she'll like it whether she likes it or not. I know, I saw that, Peter. Yep, they did. But you know what? That's what they do. Really, exactly. Dusty, well, we're here. She should sue, but I don't know that it's doxing for them to put it on a court document. Yeah, Rika, Audit is incredible at writing. I mean, you guys know that. Did you guys see the thing of the documents she put out last night? Did she put them out last night? She might have just sent them to me. Holy crap, the neighborhood is so mad about the noise there at the Blue. See, the difference is in Clearwater there, they have the amphitheater, that's expected for the noise. And oh, Florida puts out everyone's info, not the offense, huh? Yeah, well, from what you had sent me, they definitely put her information out there. It surprises me that the Blue hasn't tried to do a little arena or a little venue like Clearwater or like the Shriners. Yeah, they had some major amount of letters come in, and it's definitely being blocked. All the complaints are being blocked. Excuse me. Yeah, and we need to figure out who to send those letters to down in Florida. I'll see if Audit will look and figure it all out. And I've kind of explained Florida is a different. I'm sorry, Dusty, close your ears. I'm not trying to offend you. I promise. But it's almost like the belly of the beast down there. You, um, there is an app that does that. However, I think for anything legal, you have to have a measured, certified decibel reader. I know Audit's been looking into it. Rika, I will email you. Right, they don't give a reading good enough to certify. Yeah, I can't even imagine her breaking any type of law, Dusty. It might be a good opportunity to start untangling the tentacles of corruption, though. I mean, it is so embedded there. But you may have to start pulling the tentacles of corruption off from other areas. I agree. They do. They use the local law enforcement, kind of like what Blue used to do. I That cracked me up. Good morning, good afternoon, Adrian. She told me, she's like, well, I had roommates. I started laughing. Like, okay, so not cellies or other convicts. It was roommates. It cracked me up. You want to see the body cam audit channels to do an audit on the cop? Yeah. Yeah, I think it's a teaching moment, Dusty. I don't know that we're. Yep, number 2, there are 4 things that Erica's charge has to prove. Number 2 is that the officer was performing a lawful act. Fail. I'm we need to. We need to start getting the grips of their talons, those evil talons out of there. But I've kind of made the analogy before. It's kind of like where all of the vampires live. And so there's all these protectors of these sleeping dead vampires. It's a Stephen King novel. Right, it's all about trying to ruin your reputation and trying to get precedence or pattern. Exactly. That's exactly what they're trying to do. You know, they don't care if it was really legal or not. They just want it on record. Because you're a big scary mob there, Miriam. You're the big scary monster. Oh my gosh. You've got like the most angelic face there is. That's what it cracks me up. Though, Dusty, that's okay. You know, that's what the team's for. That's what Twilight, I don't know. I don't know what their process is down there. You know, maybe they have a commission meeting like LAPD commission meeting, an OIG, an Office of Inspector General. Yeah, but Dusty, you have a great voice. You're so calm, cool, and collect. Yep, Miriam's weapons are signing and dancing. Yeah, I just can't. It's like they pick on who they think is the weak person. It's like, sorry, Miriam, but they think you're weak because you're so cute. And it's like with Erica being there all by herself. You're right. You're right. The ones with the loudest voices aren't always the ones telling the truth. You can get mad, but you still sound so level, Dusty. We love that about you. Yeah, it was really great watching everybody together. I absolutely love that. You know, to be real honest, Well, that too. No, you're just too cute, Miriam. It's because you're truthful. The truth hurts. No, you don't have to yell and scream. First of all, God's not deaf, and really the people aren't deaf. You don't have to yell and scream. You don't have to tell me I'm a piece of shit. You don't have to tell them they're a piece of shit. All getting a butt head, she's a big head. Is all you have to do is tell them the truth, and the truth will seep into the rock. Well, they never gave Michael a phone call either. I I think that's a tactic they use. I mean, it's a civil rights violation for sure. And to be real honest, Peter, how many of us know phone numbers anymore? If I had to call, if somebody hauled me off to jail and I had to call somebody, I, I wouldn't know a phone number. I know my phone number as a child or where I lived in Alaska for 30 years, but I couldn't tell you my daughter's phone number right now. That's the sad that's the sad truth. Right, yeah, nobody knew about Erica because she was there by herself. That's the way I am too, Irish. I'm I don't get mad. I can probably tell you on one hand, I can count on one hand how many times I've been so mad. Yeah, I don't know anybody's phone numbers. I'd have to be like writing it on the palm of my hand so that way I would know who to call. I mean, nobody knows phone numbers anymore. Right? The emergency, right? That's what I was just saying. I'd have to write it on my hand. April 11th, Chicago? Ooh. We may need to come to Clearwater to go to the concert night. Really, Twyla? I didn't know that was a thing, but She says big professional protest Sharpie phone numbers on their arms. Really, Rika? Yeah, in my defense, I never call myself that's true. Huh. Yeah, I know. I like Chicago too. Right, Peter? It would be nice if Erica was live streaming, but at the very least, calls to check in. Right, if you don't hear from me by midnight, come find me. Yeah, my children knew that if I was just loud, you're good. Good morning, Brian. The minute I totally got so mad, I go quiet. Yeah, that's pretty cool to have a civil rights. I love that. The sound stage is only about 300 yards from the sandcastle. That's really cool. Well, from where you were last night, you could still hear the music. That's pretty cool that it travels. I've been to Orlando, I've been to Tampa. Of course, everybody's been to Disney World. I've never wandered up to Clearwater. You have a lawyer just now, and I like it. You feel like you have some power behind you. Hey, good morning, Haggis. We were talking about you. Your ears were burning. And you have, I'm sure they don't, Dusty. That Kathy, that's me too. When I go quiet, that's when you need to worry. Either I'm thinking of something or I'm about to whip your ass. And literally, that's only happened a few times in my life. Hmm. Yeah, we definitely love seeing that. So the 11th. Hmm. Yeah, it was. As I was saying yesterday, I love watching Windy. I love it when he goes for a run. I like going on a run with him. My cousin from LA is that way too, as I said. Good morning, Susan P. How are you doing today? If there is anything like the ACLU in Denmark, that might be a good place to start. Huh. Yeah, that's true. Windy does set the bar high. He is, I absolutely adore his thought process. The ACLU is a civil liberties union. It's kind of a union for civil rights. Sorry, I've got Snoring McSnorepants laying next to me. Oh, I see you, buddy. Yep, definitely. There's good and bad about ACLU. Sometimes I think they go a little bit overboard. Oh, good. Okay, thanks, Joe. Yeah, I see you, bud. I see you. Everybody else, they hear you. I hear you. He is very cool. Thank you, Dusty. Have a wonderful, sunshiny day at work today. It's your Friday. Woohoo! Who is Amber Turd? We need to we need to have a road trip. It's Mother's Day. Well, happy Mother's Day to everyone in the UK. Oh, yes. Okay. Amber Heard, the one that was married to Johnny Depp. Okay, thank you. You told you. I guess you know me better than that. I can't remember who's who. Definitely happy Mama's Day. Then we will give you the mother's blessing today. That all the mothers in the UK that are celebrating Mama's Day have a beautiful and sunshiny day full of sunshine and love and laughter. That all forgiveness is afforded to you and all forgiveness is gone from you. I get it, Haggis. I just forgot that's what I forgot. They're so funny. They're so silly. You're welcome, Jojo Bananas. Yep, we all have a mama. Hey, Sophia. Good afternoon to ya. How are you doing today? Everyone say hello to our little Miss Sophia. Brian, did you have I have to get caught up, but I didn't see you live this morning. Yeah, my arm feels way better today too, by the way, you guys. Thank you so much for all your prayers on my shoulder. Let's go back to, I don't watch that guy. There was a police shooting last night. Ooh, we're having game night on the 1st. Is this the one that she was? So, this is the Hollywood Christmas Parade. This one was, 10 pages. The one she sent me last night was 177 pages. Kirsten Peterson. What does she say? Dear Captain Gilani, as briefly discussed, there's an apparent discrepancy with how some of our recent CPRA requests are being handled. A specific example is request blah blah blah, where the church asks for the emails concerning a report falsely filed against the church. Excuse me. Though responsive emails are stated to have been found by the CPRA unit, the response, I hate it when that happens, are investigatory, thus exempt, and the request was denied outright. So in contrast, the request blah 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 by an unknown requester, the requester asked for emails concerning the individual, and it's completely given. Oh, she's all pissy because she thinks they're getting. Ruh-roh, what do you guys talk about? Yeah, yuck. Lovely taxes. We have a nice storm outside and I made salad. I actually secured some of the stuff outside. Yep, hunker down, make sure nothing gets blown away, that's for sure. Sorry. Thank you, Sophia. We could be eating coconuts on the beach with our tatas out, and some idiot thought it would be cool to invent work weeks and credit scores and taxes. You're right. Good point there, Rika. Yeah, we've got a little bit of rain today, but it's not too bad. But I don't know about eating coconuts and having my tatas hanging out there, Rika. I don't know that that would be a good look for the Buddha doll here. And no, I'm not Buddhist. I just look like a Buddha doll. The recap is 11 Pacific, so 7 UK time. I know I thought you'd get a kick out of that one, Rika. Hmm. So this little Kirsten, I've never seen Kirsten Peterson. She's a new player unlocked for Scientology. So 11 p.m. Pacific, so 2 o'clock, 12:01, 2 o'clock my time. 12:01, 2, yes. Sorry. All of these time zone differences, and then with the change, has got my head all messed up. So little Miss Kirsten, how does it feel to be not in the loop? So what day was this? September? Oh yeah, this was September. So Kirsten Peterson is the director of security at the Blue. Anybody have facial on her, what she looks like? I'd love to put a face to that name. Hey, good morning, Carla. Good afternoon, Carla. Probably because they just know who's who over there. I'm sure they walk in and they know who the players are. But I would love to have, I wonder if she's ever been caught on camera to where we know who she is. Excuse me, I got the coughs. I know, right? Parker Osmond. I know. Carla, I hope you're doing well. I see you took a couple of days off, and I'm hoping that it really helped your soul, or whatever you needed to do. Brigitte said she was going to go live tonight too. Carla, you do such a beautiful job with your editing. I am so impressed. Maybe, oh yeah, that's a good thought, Haggis. No, I think the one at City Hall was uh, Susan Four Names. Catano. Oh, Kirsten Catano. That's who that is. Thank you, Dylan. I know who she is. Yes, yes, yes. She's an evil little troll. She's an evil little one. Kirsten Catano. She's the one that Nora always bitches about. And I've heard some nasty stuff. Yeah, Peterson is her married name. And I think I'm saying it right, Catano. Her name comes up with, boy, Bill Heimer's book. Yep, Ex Osa. Yep. Oh, thank you for that, putting those puzzle pieces together for me, Dylan. And good morning, Dylan. Yep, Dylan with the scoop. Okay, yeah, that definitely put some pieces of the puzzle together. But she's definitely Osa, and Osa is different than the security. So Parker still may be the head of security. She just oversees it. Yeah. That explains it. Those dirty little trolls. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've seen a picture of her too. So I think I know what she looks like. But I definitely have read about her in quite a few testimonies and accounts. Security is under the senior HCO. Yeah, as I said, I've read about her in quite a bit of testimonies and comments and stories. Good morning, Miss Sunrise Dawn. Miss Sunrise Dawn changed her name a little bit. She's got the critter connection there. How are you today? I got the yawns this morning. We're all about critter connection around here, so that's a lot to type, though. How's your husband, Miss Sunrise Dawn? I'm doing great today. It's a Sunday morning, end of a weekend. Tomorrow's another holiday day, which, again, I'm not too sure what it is, but it happens to be a holiday day. And gonna enjoy my day. I was enjoying some pictures this morning that my my bonus son-in-love sent me. They bought a piece of property down on the Tennessee River, and I'm pretty sure they were out catching crawdads. I don't know if the Tennessee River has crawdads, but I'm thinking it does. But the grandbabies were out doing that. Hold on, I need to pause you just for a second. So it's kind of fun watching them out catching. Well, I'm glad that there hasn't been any more, but I wish there was more progress. But it's nice to be able to have specialists involved. Much love and prayers for him and you. Sometimes that's tough, the waiting process. I wish we had a better system here for our health care. I see you, bud. Waggy waggy. I'm kind of wondering if I could get my son to bring me some breakfast this morning before he goes to work. That's an idea. Yeah, I've been awake for a while. I know it's starting to get time. The 30th of March already. Holy crap. Yeah, health is so important, and it's so difficult to remember to appreciate it when you have it. And we only get so many days in this world. So why spend it spewing hate? Let's spew it sending encouragement and love. Ooh, did you, Adrian? I know my tummy's growling. I need to go do that too. I think maybe instead of waiting for him to bring something, I think I'm going to make some fried eggs for breakfast. That sounds good. Yep, every breath. I say this a lot. Every breath we take, we come in on a breath, we leave on a breath. We were saying good morning to Miss Sunrise Dawn Haggis. And Dylan. Dylan is here. That sounds good. I might have a fried egg sandwich. That sounds really good. Make some toast with the fried egg with just a little bit of dipping in there, and ooh, yummy. That sounds good. Lots of butter. Double eggs. Heating up frozen pizza per the kiddos' request. Well, it's only 9:30 there, but that's okay. We can have pizza for breakfast. We're adults. I like having pizza for breakfast. Ooh, yummy. That sounds really good too, Miriam. You sent me a picture of Kirsten. You think that's her? Okay, let me look. Let me see if I can Let me see if I can pull it up. Let me take that down. And let me go to my emails. Email. By the way, you guys, I have to change my email. Ooh, she's ugly. Let's ask Dylan. Dylan, is that her? Thank you, Dylan. We love and encouragement. That's not a very good picture. That's kind of an Angry Bird picture. Ooh, that sounds really good, Irish. With some fresh cream, a little whipped up. She has LRH teeth. You don't think that's her? Okay. Nope, Joe, I don't think so. Yeah, more like Scary Bird. Okay. Thank you, Dylan. Let me go back to the emails here. Yeah, she definitely looks like Scary Bird. All this talking about food, though, now my stomach is growling. Oh my gosh, you can definitely hear it. We'll wait for that to pop in. Ooh, yuck. That is definitely a yuck, Rika. Scary Bird. Angry Bird, angry Scary Bird. Let's see if that email's come through. Nope, not yet. So anyways, you guys, I thought, oh my gosh, Sciento is into my email stuff, but it's not. GCI, who I've had the email with for 30 plus years, decided that they're not doing emails anymore. So now I got to figure out, I got a new email, and now I got to get everything switched over to the new email address. And I've had the same damn email for 30 plus years. What are you sending me a picture of? Oh. Okay, let me email this to myself. Yeah, right. I'm with you there, Sophia. It's the texture. Okay, I gotta get it copied over because it came through all cattywampus on me. Okay, come on. Now my computer's being a butt. Okay. Let's go back to Scientology crimes. We'll get this open. We'll open that up. And then we're going to do properties. Okay, I'll grab it too. Good morning, Audit. Oh, Delia. This is the one that somebody else sent me. And then let me see if the one from Dylan came in. Yes. Okay, I know I'm just making all sorts of noise on my computer here. Come on, computer. There we go. Both pictures. Yep, that's her. Tomorrow is Cesar Chavez Day, only a California holiday. Well, that explains it. That's why we haven't been able to figure out what the heck day it is. Okay, there's our Kirsten Peterson Catano, however you say her last name. That's who that is, Audit. We were looking through that last dump of the CPRAs. That's who you're looking for. Do you ever see her at City Hall or at any of those meetings, Audit? Sophia. Let's most wanted files. Yeah, that's true, Joe Bananas. That is awfully true. Audit, do you ever see this chick? They have to use mayonnaise to do their hair. I'm not one to judge anybody on hairstyle, okay? Not at all. I'm not throwing any shade at somebody's hairstyle because mine sucks big time. Good morning, Eyes to See. I know, right? Thin crust pizza. Audit, we were looking at your last dump, and it was Kirsten grumping about unequal CPRA requests. And that is her. But that doesn't look like the same woman, does it? I know it makes it hard to brush. Let me bring that up a little bit more. See, that doesn't look like the same person. Does it? What are your thoughts? She's out in front of the out in front of one of those dolphin vans. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't think that's the same person. So I'm pretty sure. So Haggis, your picture might be wrong on the left. You think so? The mouth? Yeah, I don't know. Same sunglasses. That's what I was thinking of. You got yours from Mike Rinder's blog? Yeah, but there's no judgment. I'm just saying it. Huh. Well, either way. Mike, she was in a lot of his documents, Dylan. Yeah, she does look. Dorcas. You guys are being silly. Anyways, it's one of those. It might be the same lady. You could CC her on your emails about the church if she wants. That would be funnier than shit, Audit. That would be absolutely funny. And refer to her unequal treatment of the CPRAs. That would be hilarious. In fact, I wish you would do that. I would probably pee my pants if you did something like that. Yeah, I'm wondering if she lives there in the Sea Org. I wonder if she was at any of those court cases. Yeah, that's true, Sophia. It could be. Yeah, she thinks of all the fun things to get me in trouble with. Actually, that's your job, Haggis. Haggis gets me in trouble. That is really a great idea. That was very thoughtful of you, Audit, to share the CPRAs so that way she doesn't have to go digging for them. She can just see it firsthand. Right? All she has to do is say pretty please with the cherry on top. I think you guys have a great point that she does just look really skinnier on the right one. All they have to do is put a request into that group named Audit LA. Oh, she has the same necklace on? Huh. Okay, I guess you're gonna make me look. Are you getting me in trouble? No, that's not, I'm not getting in trouble doing that one today, Haggis. Okay, so very similar to both, so. Ooh, let's do that audit. Okay, let's wear her name out and see who they send out next. Catano has been in documents from even way back when Mike Rinder for his Caetano, Caetano, something like that. Kirsten, she's listed on a lot of those documents when Mike was in. And she used to give Nora a really hard time when Nora was in. So she's not a young chicken. She's not a spring chicken. But she's not as old as Janet Wieland. She does look starved in the second. The good Sea Org, the bad Sea Org. You posted the thing. Let me go back to the batch, and that was the 777 page one. Oh, I know where I found it. Here is let me go back to, this is the one that we were looking at. The dump that you had on your, good morning, hippie chick. The one you have on your post. The power of suggestion is strong today. Yes, it is. This is the dump, the CPRA dump that you gave me, that you put on your wall. You guys are hilarious. Do 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 do. kp@churchofscientology.net is the email address. Hey, Kirby's mom. We hope you have a beautiful, sunshiny, lovely, loving, and laughter-filled day. Kirby's mom. There is her email address, Audit. kp@churchofscientology.net. Yeah, that's true, Haggis. That could be where she does a really great job. I'm surprised it went over like 3 hours. That's what our hope is, Dylan. And I know Audit is going to ape this, is that if Janet Whalen or Kirsten said, hey, Audit, we would love, she would drop anything in a heartbeat to help them out. Anything. Even dropping, just if they were to say, help us. I know that's probably never going to happen, but we can pray. Yep. Goodbye, Miss Sunrise Dawn. Thank you. Right? Let's Go does a great job at the recaps. We love them. You know, if they would just wake up, even for a second, there's so much love on the outside. Kirby's mom, we need to get you feeling better. Oh, Haggis, what are you getting me in trouble for? Making me giggle. Making me giggle. Well, the truth is the truth, little miss. Let's go, Carla. You're just great at what you do. Enjoy some love being splattered on you. Love and appreciation, that's for sure. You know what would be really kind of cool? I mean, we see these emails in their CPRAs. If we could start love bombing them. Yeah, they didn't, did they? They left her information right in there. It's because she was grumping about the... Dylan says they have to reach and decide in their heart of hearts, sending thoughts of them yearning for peace and unity to give them the strength to make that first step. Absolutely. That's our prayer, Dylan. That is our heartfelt prayer. That the seed is just planted. That seed of just being able to, of wanting to, of questioning what's on the other side. Yep. And I know Audit and any one of us would jump at the chance. Yeah. And I'm not encouraging anybody to do it. I'm just kind of questioning the thought of what if they received loving emails from people? I would never, never, never in a million years ask that anybody send something hateful or spiteful or mean. That would never be, and in fact, I would discourage it and I would be really upset if people did. But what about some loving, encouraging notes? She is external facing, so it's conditional to resist. We are trying to show you love and laughter. Exactly, right, Audit? Yeah, I know, that's a long, 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 long time to be conditioned in your brain. It's just a thought, you guys. What about just sending some notes of love and encouragement? Yeah, Eyes to See has some great ideas. She put some great information. I'm sorry I haven't been posting anybody's. Yeah, your dedication is remarkable. Good roads and good weather. Yeah, just a thought, just a thought. You know, yeah, sometimes, Haggis, there's so much electronic data now that I'm not too sure things don't slip by. Right. Yeah, I just there's just got to be there's a way to get. It's wild if you say to them you can leave, they'll laugh or scoff at you because in their eyes they're doing what they're supposed to be doing. They think we have the wrong picture. You know, the question they need to question themselves is, am I living in an upside down world? Their doubts are valid. Yep, that little crack. You know how they have the water eventually seeps in and eventually makes a crack. Yeah, I mean, as protesters, as those trying to get them out, you have to think like them. That's a great question, Haggis. Let me look to see if there's been a deep dive on that. Their loved ones accept their path but miss them and wish they could have a loving relationship with them. Oh, that just breaks my heart so much, Dylan. Your loved ones miss you, and your doubts are valid. That's your next chalk, Rika. Your loved ones miss you, and your doubts are valid. Hmm. So, Dylan, if you were Kirsten and received an email like that, do you think an email like, first of all, do you think an email like that would get through to me? Not just in my head, but literally physically? Do you think it would get through secure lines? Then you're labeled a bleeding heart, wishy-washy, and reasonable, right? But that's not a bad thing. Yeah, out here we think that's not a bad thing. Their conditioning is such that if you say that, then you're labeled a bleeding heart, wishy-washy, and reasonable. Reasonable is a Scientology is negative, correct? Exactly. I mean, some of it, we all have different beliefs. That is definitely for sure. Thank you, Haggis. Yes, I know, Miriam. That email is external facing, so yes, it would get opened. Hmm. Yeah, but whoever opened it would see it. Yeah, I agree. Thank you, Dylan, for teaching us. I just I just think that so if she's head of security, she must be responsible for all punishment. She could be, yeah. I know, I think of Jamie a lot also, Rika. He's on my mind quite often. And I think of Dylan a lot too. Dylan, do they have, if you know, do they have people that open those emails, or do you think it's like an automatic thing? I'm wondering. Everything's so technically advanced now. It's so different. Oh, I gotta put a heating pad on. I'm freezing. Well, one, we're not happy that you had lifelong indoctrination, and we're very thankful that you're open-minded enough to share it with us, so thank you. I know you don't think of yourself as brave, but you are brave for doing this. He definitely, yep, it's huge. The post that is external facing would open it. Dylan, interpret that just a little bit. So the person that the job is would open it. So whoever's job, whoever's post it is to look at the external information would be the ones, but maybe that's the person we could get to. I knew exactly what you meant, Dylan. I I feel that Jamie is an incredible human being, and I wish he would trust that nobody's going to hurt him. Yep. Okay, not nobody, because there are people that would try and hurt him, but I would hope that he would trust that those of us that reach out to him only do so in good and loving intentions. All the other Sea Org posts are on an internal system for mail. Right, okay. So they have a post that's what their job is. Okay, I get it. We got to find the sneaky way in, though, to where the water can get into the crack. I know, Dylan. Trust trust is a hard thing. Once you've lost trust in people or things, it's kind of like trying to get it back, trying to get that penny back. But it can be rebuilt. And I'm hoping you're talking about the process might never unravel. I'm hoping, if nothing else in this world, this is what I accomplish. That when Dylan hears the name Fat Grammy or Mona, that he thinks that's somebody I can talk to. That person loves me for who I am. Postcards are a good idea. Ooh. Yeah, no, I've pre-ordered. Let's go, believe me. I've pre-ordered. It's because postcards, because they don't have to be opened up. The message is right there. That's an awesome idea. There's got to be a way. You know how you get pop-ups on the computer? But I bet you they're net nannied. Yeah, that's a great idea. I will, Haggis. I will, I promise. And I've taken your words to heart, very much so, Dylan. I really try to lead with trust, but deep down I know I'll be ripped to shreds, as I've never experienced anything different. I still try to lead with acceptance over those expectations. It's hard when all you've ever known was to be ripped to shreds. So those are your expectations. But sometimes uh, all somebody wants to do is just hug you. Get a mailing list and send one to every staff saying you care and just wanted to say hi. Would have to be hard copies. That is a fabulous idea, Dylan. Who wants to be in charge of a postcard campaign? Ooh, there we go. That would be a fabulous campaign. I wonder if you can send postcards. I hear you on the hard copies, but I wonder if you can like go online and type in addresses with different names and it sends a postcard. You know, like you can go and send a check and you can go online and have your bank send the check. Yeah, that would be an amazing crowdsource project. And I don't even know if there is such a thing, but that'd be cool if there was. I agree. Rika is a powerhouse. Yeah, again, I don't even know if that exists, but that would be pretty freaking cool. That's a wonderful idea, Dylan. Thank you. You guys are so freaking smart. You know, when you find a friend that says what they're going to do and then does what they said they were going to do, that's a trustworthy friend. We all make mistakes. We all go oops. We all have good days and we all have bad days. But when you say what you're going to do and you do it, that's a trustworthy friend. Somebody that's true to their word. That's kind of hard to do nowadays, is to find people that are true to their word. Oh, leave it to Miriam. Mypostcard.com. Yeah, we all have bad days, Rika. Okay, so mypostcard.com. Let me go to that. Oh. Okay, let me creating your own personalized greetings. Ooh, there we go. Oh my goodness. Miriam, you are the bright. You get the award for today. Okay, you got to share it with Dylan. That's okay. That would be even if you sent one or two or three of them, that would be just cool. That is that is fabulous. We need a director of communication. Get your stats up. You only have till Thursday by 2. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, I'm not a director of anything at this point in life. I'm a director of me doing it Friday at 3, right? Hold on, gotta mute you. My apologies. Well, for those that would like to, here's the website that you could go do that. And maybe if somebody could put together a little address with names. I mean, it's like, ooh, I know where I could get an address list. Audit. Wake up, wakey, wakey, eggs and bacon. Hey, good morning. How you doing, little Miss Nora? What the heck are you doing this early in the morning? Good morning. Nora, we were having a brainstorming session on how to get information, and Dylan came up with a beautiful idea of sending postcards. And then Miriam found this website where you can send postcards. Yep, and people could do this. They could send postcards with encouraging, positive notes. Just thought I'd say hi today. Your doubts are valid. Come join some love and laughter. Thinking of you. That's what we were thinking of. Yeah, our brains are all gelling and little neurons are firing. Yep. Yep, the Holly 6331 Hollywood Boulevard. 4810 Sunset. I know, I want bacon too, believe me, Haggis. I have no bacon, but I'm still thinking of those fried eggs, a fried egg sandwich. Yep, there's 4810 Sunset, and then there's the Fountain Avenue. Maybe some Clearwater addresses. Ooh, cheese and mushrooms. Ooh, yummy. You, definitely, Nora. We love. Send me a letter back. Would love to hear from you. Ooh. Here's my phone number. I don't know about putting a phone number on there, but love is free, hugs are warm, sending some your way. Yeah, just opening communication. Yeah, 5930 Franklin Avenue, Hollywood. There you go. Oh, that was not me. That was the dog, you guys. He just left out a very good woofter. You need a P.O. box if you want return mail. That's the Celebrity Center address. Yep, this is beautiful. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry that one's burned into your head, Nora. That sounds good too, Joe. You have one already? That's a great idea. Most Sea Org are made to write letters each week. They have a quota. So it would be reverse flow of love and support. I love that. Dylan, you're going to make me cry. That's a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful thought. Geez, Audit, if there were a list of addresses with people that lived inside the buildings or that received their mail there, hmm, hmm. Audit, wake up. Yep. We could start with people that we know that are still there. This is beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I wonder if Fluffer or Tilty would take that upon themselves. Maybe we could do that as a paint and ponder. And you need to unplug. Yep, you need to unplug some days, Nora. Thank you. That would be really cool, Rika. We could put some little hidden Easter eggs in there. Yep, Phil Anderson. Yep, he would know. Get a little mailing list of people there in Copenhagen. We all have to unplug every once in a while. That's what I did the other morning. I said, I'm feeling too good to go into work today. I'm staying off the internet. I used to do that as a boss. I had a lot of employees, and you know how you can call in for a sick day? I used to give them, well, one day a year, but a lot of people would take advantage of that, of I'm feeling too well to come into work today. So they could call in and say, I feel too good to come to work today. I'm taking the day off. No, you're not, Dylan. I know you're not unplugged. Unhinged, maybe, but not unplugged. We do have a lot of names, and this could be, it's not something that I would put the cost on one person to do, but if we all did it, it wouldn't be that much of a burden on any one person. Yeah, mental health days. Ooh, yeah, Journey does have all the addresses and locations. I know the ones from LA, but I don't have all the ones from the rest of the cities, but the Clearwater crew, that would be cool. And that's a way to help from afar. Yeah, I was just going to say that, Rika, is you have to make sure you know your local laws about the car flying, because that can get you in a little bit of hot water. And I do too. I wish somebody would take control of this. It is It is not something that I have time for right now, but if somebody else could take this up as a project, that would be cool beans. They could do the, maybe Ganja would do that. She could do a little video of how to do this. You missed everything, Audit? Girlfriend? You need some sleep this morning too, Audit. I'm just giving you a hard time. So, Dylan thought of sending postcards to addresses to specific people because they're not having to open up a letter and somebody see what's inside the letter, that they're getting postcards. Yeah, business cards can be left randomly. But we found this website where people can send personalized postcards. Who did it? Miriam did the business cards there on her last for the birthday celebration. Sir, may I help you? Because we were talking about sending emails to the people, and then Dylan said postcards would be a wonderful idea. So we started down that demon hole, and that's a rabbit hole. We'll give rabbits credit on that one. That is a fabulous idea. So Rika, when you're talking about going out and touching grass, I need to get outside. I have not been outside this dang house since November. I need to get outside. That's a good question. Dylan says, I wonder the legal implications of not delivering mail to the person addressed. Oh, yeah, that's funny, Rika. They bombard everyone with mail forever. Let's do it back to them with love. Yeah, excuse me. I have a door here in my bedroom that leads out to a porch. So I open it every once in a while, but it's been so cold. Thanks for thinking of that, though, Sophia. Yeah, I know. I know, hippie chick. Yeah, you would think that that's a federal crime to intercept another person's mail. That's, you would think. Hmm. How to prove it and how to enforce it, or how to bring a claim against it would be the tough part. Great thoughts, though. Great thoughts. Yeah, I know it's raining outside today, Rika, so I don't know that I'm going to go do that today. But I definitely need to get some fresh air and sunshine. He, yeah, that's right, Kathy. They do. They sign a waiver that they allow their mail to be opened. I think that's why with the postcards would be just visible, so that way mail didn't really need to be opened anyways. I know, right, Rika? Oh, I'm glad you're having a great sunshiny day, Joe. I know, I love it too, right, Audit? We just need to find somebody to kind of coordinate and organize. It's a great behind the scenes agenda. But those postcards would find themselves in the trash or on the streets. Right, exactly. They're not getting to where they're supposed to be. And that is a federal crime. Hey, True Talk, we're all third party to our own emails. That's an interesting concept, but I think that's exactly what Dylan was saying. Yeah. Do Scientologists ever do jury duty? That's a good question. I know in Alaska, jury duty was based off from whether or not you applied for the permanent fund. Thank you, Dylan. Thank you for that. You're all third party to your own emails. So only if it is a certified mail. Sophia, so does the U.S. have a system where the person has to sign to verify having received the mail? It's certified mail, but that would be expensive, and I don't know if can the postcards be considered mail fraud? Dylan, exactly. Even if we reach the person that was throwing them away, or the person throwing the trash away, that would be worth it. Exactly. Hmm. Yeah, there's always the if so what thens to consider. If so, what then? Every single one of the postcards gets thrown away. Well, the person taking the trash out may see, what are all these postcards doing in the trash? Mm-hmm. Well, I know, close your ears audit. I'm going to give a little bit of insider knowledge. In one of the addresses we found, I think it was for the Author Services building, they have a lot of people listed there as residents, and it's not a residential building. That's just where they get their mail. But the thing is that we can talk yourself, you can justify and talk yourself and analyze your way out of doing something when if you'd have just done it, it might have reached one person that you needed to reach. Does that make sense? Just do it. You, haggis. They do. They do shred them. But the shredder person, yep, they did. The hiring the shredding company to come once a month. And all those postcards would be sitting in that pile waiting to get shredded. And they also have people living in places not registered as private residences, allegedly. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Yeah, I mean, it's the same as bulk mailing. It's, how many of us throw our postcards in the bulk mail away? Most of us do. But if it's that one person looking for rain gutters, uh, there is an entire apartment complex directly behind Author Services with an opening at the rear of the AS building into its courtyard. It's where DM lives. Yep. Outflow equals inflow. The old, we're gonna send as many postcards in as they send out. Ooh, that's a great idea, Kathy. Send them to the hotels and the apartment buildings, Haggis says. Great job, Kathy. Yeah, I'm gonna look at this. Um, create your own personalized greetings. Ooh, okay, I just got a thought. If somebody could find a picture of Janet Whelan's son or her grandkids and make a personalized greeting, that might be a little too bold, and send it to Janet Whelan with her son and her grandkids on there. That's what I was just thinking, Dylan. Right? Oh, that would be really cool. Thank you, Rika. Dylan, oh my gosh, that just hit me. That's another great idea, Sophia. A picture of a sunflower with the saying of sunflowers always reach for the sun, or family or something. Yeah, something just really general. I still like my love doesn't hurt. But thank you, Dylan. If anybody didn't see that or if they're just listening, Dylan says his email is on his page if anybody wants to help with this. Oh, looks like somebody's volunteering. Thank you, Dylan. Yeah. What a fabulous, fabulous, fabulous idea. Be careful with the impersonating. Yeah. Yeah, I hear you on that one, Haggis. Yeah, I didn't think about that. But you could say something like, your family loves you, or your family misses you, or have you reached out to your family? Kind of not saying that it's coming from the family. Yeah. You've been in the ASI complex many times. There are a few ways to deliver mail. Yep. Just different ways, just different thoughts. Dylan, can I type your email in here? You know, many people that would send a card from them to a loved one in. Yeah, that it's just an incredible, incredible idea. You know, I can. Okay, so I don't know if Liz Gale ever watches this or even knows who I am, but I know her mom is still in, or even Liz Ferris with her dad. If you could put pictures of maybe the kids or the grandkids in just a note, hey there, just thinking of you. Exactly, just a note, just thinking of you. Even if it was a picture of a picture, how precious that would be. Can you imagine Lara's dad? I know they have had their differences. I've listened to their phone calls when he was wanting her to come back in. But you know, the human inside of him, how appreciative of just a postcard. Hmm. Yeah, pulling at the heartstrings. Okay, you guys, I think I am gonna go make some breakfast. I got a lot to think about. Dylan, can I put your email in here? Or would you rather people just go to your page? Sophia, I would not suggest sending other people's. I, I would not do that. But if Laura were to do that for her father, that would be different. She could send a postcard. Part of me doesn't want to give him that picture, as it hurts so much to give love when all we have gotten is pain and disconnection. But the one thing, Dylan, is there's always that small little vengeance of hope. Right? Always the hope. Always the knowing that oh, I know, buddy. I'm sorry. Always that little nugget of hope. That little nugget of faith. Knowing that it gets to the right eyes and the right ears. That's all. And sometimes you just have to trust. Okay, you guys, lots to think about. Phew, dig deep. I love all of you. Thank you so much for spending your morning with me and spending your time with me. Wonderful ideas, wonderful inspirations. Yep, a twinkle in the heart. That's right. They are so shrouded by control and a wee splash of something to recall a happy time. Something to open up the crack. I love all of you. I'm taking off. Thank you, Dylan.